Hello everyone, it's the plumdot here and welcome back to my channel for another speed build. So as you can see, we are here on a teeny tiny 10 by 10 lot, and this build was actually inspired by Wisteria's Runaway Teen challenge. I will be linking her channel as well as that series down below. You guys should definitely go and check it out because it is a hoot. Now, the Runaway Teen challenge is actually one of my favorite type of challenges to watch because there's something about Sims being on the struggle bus that I really enjoy. So if you guys didn't know, with the Runaway Teen challenge, you basically start with nothing. You have a 10 by 10 lot, and the aim of the game is to make enough money to house yourself as well as a child. And most people that do the Runaway Teen challenge do end up getting a pet. Now, I won't tell you what happens in Wisteria's Runaway Teen challenge. You guys are gonna have to go find that out for yourselves. But let me just say, there are some moments where I'm sure she was pulling her hair out, and it's absolutely hilarious. So for this little 10 by 10 lot, I really wanted to make it affordable because, like I said, with the Runaway Teen challenge, you basically start with nothing and you have to go around the world making your money. You can't go to school and you just have to basically survive. So this house, this little teeny tiny house, you guys are going to be proud of me. I'm so excited to share this with you. This little teeny tiny house is a starter home, a true starter home, which means it is 16,500 simoleons when I was done with it. But there's more. After I actually finished play testing it, I believe I got about 2,000 simoleons off. So this is actually comes in at around 14,500 simoleons or thereabout. And it's not one bathroom, it's 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. How did I do it? I have no flipping clue, but I didn't cheat. Sometimes I do cheat when I make starter homes, but this time I did not cheat. And you know what else? You guys are going to give me a big pat on the back in a minute because this house has absolutely no CC and it has no store content whatsoever. I know, I'm taking a bow right now. I don't know how I did it. I don't even know what's wrong with me. Lately, I haven't been building with CC as much. I was building with store content, but then on the last 2 speed builds that I did and put up on my channel, I got a little bit of shtick for using store content items. So I was like, I'm gonna rise to the challenge here, and I'm gonna do a build without store content. And I did it, and I'm flipping proud of myself because that's not in my nature. That's not who I am. I use CC. I use store content. But there is none of each in this build. I know. What the flippin' heck? I just don't know what to say. But anyway, I love how this house turned out. It's supposed to be secluded. So part of the Runaway Teen challenge is that you live in seclusion. Hence, that is what I called this build. I called it Seclusion. And if you guys are wondering where I got that name, I asked on Twitter, I asked on Instagram, I asked on my Tumblr, I asked in the forums, I asked basically everywhere that I am on social media what I should name this house. And one of my dear friends on the forums called Creative Metaphor actually came up with the name Seclusion. And I really liked it because, you know, this house is secluded. It's simple. It's straight to the point. And there's no "the" in the title. So, I don't know. I feel like Creative Metaphor was feeling my vibe. I wanted to get away from the naming of things. But we just went with something very simple like Seclusion. So I'm really happy with that name. And the download link for this house will be down below. So this house is suited for a runaway teen, like I said, and there is room for a small pet. Now in Wisteria's challenge, she has a kitty cat, but I also think you could have a small dog on this lot. Probably not a big dog, I wouldn't recommend it, but definitely a small dog could fit in this house. So yes, there's room for the entire family. And another thought, as I was building this house, it could also work for a single mom house or a single dad house. So there is room to maneuver if you wanted to get away from the runaway teen type of thing, if that's not your jam and you wanted to have a single father or a single mother in here. In fact, you could go as far as having a couple of parents and a couple of children in here, and it would work just fine. So most of the items in this house are going to be the cheaper items, so that's how I was able to get it, you know, cheap as chips and get it within budget. It's not high-end stuff, and I always love my Sims to have like the most expensive things, so that was really a struggle for me. I was like, but they have to have all these nice things. But I was like, no, you've got to have somewhere that you start out. And as I was decorating and recoloring, I wanted a lot of the things to be like they had been salvaged and found at the junkyard. So that was my thinking. So you've got the sort of the corrugated backsplash behind the kitchen that I thought maybe was found at the junkyard, and then this wall of wood, and it looks like it's distressed wood, which is a look that I really like. And again, it could be salvaged from the junkyard. That was my thinking. Now you see I've got the cheapest double bed that I could find, and that was really hard for me to put it in because I always like to put in the Showtime bed, but I'm like, where's a Sim gonna find a Showtime bed? It's more likely that they would find this bed in the junkyard, in a yard sale, rather than the Showtime bed, because nobody's gonna get rid of a bed in a yard sale that has 7 energy, like a 7 energy score. They're just not gonna do it. They're gonna get rid of this bed, this metal frame bed that has like a 4 energy, and it's gonna make your Sim's back hurt. So yes, with this house, there is room for your Sims to upgrade things, because like I said, everything is going to be the cheapest, mostly the cheapest that I could find in the catalog, which was so hard. I was like, but my Sims deserve nice things. Not in here. You're gonna have backaches in here. Your shower's gonna break. Your toilet's probably going to break at some time, and your sink may fall off the wall. But you know, it's okay because you've got a roof over your head, am I right? So this upstairs bedroom is obviously for a nursery, and again, that plays off the whole Runaway Teen challenge. So once your children age up, you can put in beds, and there's room for 2 beds. So if you have multiple children, they will fit in this house. And I was able to fit in a television. I was able to fit in an art easel. I mean, your Sim's gonna have a pretty good darn starting out life here. And you know, I've got the biggest smile on my face because I'm still patting myself on the back. Now you're gonna see I'm gonna come back to the nursery because I was running out of money, because I definitely wanted it to be 16,500, even though if you start off with a child, you do get a little extra money to have when you start off with a child. So if you start off with a toddler in this house, I think you get 250 extra simoleons, but I was like, nope, we're gonna go true blue starter, and it's not gonna be over 16.5. So I do hop back after I go into the little upstairs living room here and start taking things out. But once you get to the screenshots, you're gonna notice that I did add a few things back in, and that's just because when you play test a lot, your money goes, the lot devalues, depreciates, or is it appreciates? I think it depreciates. It goes down. That would be depreciating. Yeah. So it goes down. And so I did add a few little bits and pieces here and there, and you will see those in the screenshots, which we are almost to. So this was just a short little cute build. The download links will be down below for you guys to put this in your game. There is no CC, there is no store content, and it is just a little 10 by 10 secluded lot where your Sims could be hermits, they could be runaway teens, they could be single fathers. Heck, you could even have roommates in here. You can do what you want. And there's a little space for a garden out in the back. So you guys could basically live off the land. You don't need neighbors. You don't need anybody near you. You just need to go into town every now and again and, you know, keep from going stir crazy. And that is about it. Ooh. Guys, I've got some fun and excited changes that are coming to the channel very soon, which I will be discussing with you guys at a later date. But I think that is it for this video, so I'm going to love you and leave you guys with some music. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure to do all those cool interweb things, like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you've got that bell notification ding dong so you can be notified whenever I do upload. But for now, I'm gonna skedaddle. Don't be a plum stranger now, guys.